Hi, church school families. This is the third Sunday of Easter, and we are doing a series called Knowing Jesus in a New Way. Last week, we talked about the three Marys who had gone to the tomb to find Jesus. It was Mary, the mother of James, Mary Magdalene, and Mary, the mother of Jesus. And Mary Magdalene led the way. She had gone to the tomb with the other Marys to put spices on the body of Jesus. And when they had gotten there, the stone blocking the entrance to the tomb had been moved away. And all that was remaining inside was the white linen that Jesus' body had been wrapped in. When they saw that the body was gone and the stone had been moved, they had gone to tell the others, but most did not believe them. Peter did believe and wanted to go see for himself. So he and John ran to the tomb and went inside together. They too saw that the tomb was empty. Mary Magdalene returned to the tomb because she wanted to be where Jesus had been. And a man came up behind her and said, "Woman, why are you weeping?" Through her tears, she saw two men dressed all in white, and they said, "Jesus has gone on. Tell the disciples to meet him in Galilee." Another voice spoke to her. He said, "Woman, why are you weeping?" When she turned around, she thought she was speaking to the gardener. She said to him, "Please, tell me where the body is, and I will go to him and take him away." Then the man said, "Mary." When he said her name, she knew that it was Jesus. She must have reached out to touch him because he said, "You cannot hold me. I have risen, but I have not yet ascended." And then he was gone. Today, we are going to remember when two of Jesus' disciples made their way to the town of Emmaus. It was about 7 miles from Jerusalem. They must have been shaking their heads in astonishment as they thought back on all that had happened over the last 3 days. The cross, the empty tomb. There was a stranger who had come up beside them, and they had not noticed him there. And as they were talking, the stranger said, "What are you talking about?" They turned to him and said, "Are you the only one who does not know what has happened over the last 3 days?" They spoke to him about the cross and the empty tomb, and they told him about their questions. They wondered what it all meant. The stranger replied, "You are foolish and slow of heart. Listen to me." He began to speak to them about the scriptures. He said, "Do you remember when we were trapped in Egypt and Moses led us through the waters into freedom? Do you remember when we were trapped in our freedom in the desert and God gave us the 10 best ways to guide us? And do you remember when we were trapped in exile and the prophets said a child would lead us and that someone would come and suffer and die so we could truly be alive?" By this time, they were in Emmaus. The miles had gone by quickly as they listened to the stranger speak to them. The stranger was going to continue on, but the disciples asked him to join them for supper, and he accepted. When they sat down at the inn to eat their supper, the stranger took the bread, and he gave thanks to God and broke it. And when he did this, they knew it was Jesus. And then he was gone. I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye.